This week, the government has lifted some of its fuel product subsidies. Another wave of price hikes is expected, with some predicting that inflation rates could vary from 36 to 40%. The government has announced an increase in its monthly social security programs. Social safety nets, known as Takaful and Karama, will increase by nearly $5.5 per person. Ration cards increased by $2.7 and pensions increased by $7. Analysts, however, doubt that citizens would feel any impact for that increase.
Of course, citizens will not feel this increase. First of all, not all citizens will benefit from the government's new measures. We must not forget that the purchasing power of the Egyptian pound has decreased by at least 45%. So the government must provide similar increase to its citizens, and that's not the case. These protective measures are nothing but a temporary painkiller. Its effect won't last long.
Officials say that nearly 70 million Egyptians benefit from these programs, which means that the recent increase in social spending packages will cost the government nearly $4.2 billion annually. With nearly a $20 billion deficit, the government is planning to raise the money from numerous sources. $2.2 billion will come from the new increase in fuel prices. $4.4 billion is the expected revenue of a new 1% increase in the value-added tax. Electricity and water tariffs, along with government services, will also increase, all to add an extra $7.5 billion revenue during the new fiscal year.
To sustain these changes, wages too must increase. The average income of citizens must be more than $170. According to the government, the minimum wage is $67, and not all people earn that. Some live on less than half that amount. The government should also decrease its spending, which has significantly increased in the new budget.
The government says that the main purpose of the subsidies reform plan is to make sure that the allocated budget goes to those Egyptians in most need. This plan will continue until 2019, and more price hikes are expected as the subsidies are gradually lifted, which means that the social spending packages will have to increase in the coming period. Adel EL Mahrouky, CGTN, Cairo.